What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode on the Crypto Wealthy channel, where we're going to discuss about some bearish and bullish sides of the Bitcoin price that is happening right now, and we're going to read some news that considers Bitcoin adoptions. And now let's get started. So as we can see here, we are still standing still on this level of resistance of $8,700, between $8,700 and $9,000. Most important thing is that we did manage to hold this level of support here, which is $8,700, and maybe we are trying to bounce right now. I did draw this falling wedge actually because we did manage to broke on the bullish side and consolidate here on this level of support of its trend line. This price here actually spiked above it and came back to retest this trend line, which is good, but we need to see bounce right now here. One more interesting fact: when the Chinese news came out from the Chinese president, if you remember, we managed to spike above this, right, and consolidate here in this and make here bullish flag again, as the same fractal analysis, if we can do here a little bit. This part is very similar to this part that is going on, and now we are going to zoom in to see what is going on there. So for the bullish stance of view, we can see that we consolidate here in this bullish pennant here, and we are trying to see some kind of a bounce here and breaking up on the upside. So we will see in the future what could happen, but the bullish side is also very opening because we do not have enough volume, which doesn't mean that's bearish. That could also be bullish, because with the low volume it's easier for price to do these kind of things in the markets. One more thing that I want to point out: as long as we're holding this level of support, and as long as we're holding this level of support of trading on these levels, we could potentially see some higher levels on the Bitcoin price. Why? Because this level of support shown us that it could be very pretty much good level of support, but it's very important not to touching this level any more times, because we did manage to test it many times, and as you know, whenever we test some kind of a level of support many and many times over and over and over again, that level of support or even resistance, it doesn't matter, it's going to break eventually, and it's going to show us the other levels of price, which in this case would be potentially downside. One more thing why I actually draw this falling wedge is because 50 EMA is exactly lined up with it, with this resistance here, and now actually level of support where we bouncing from. So this level of support is pretty much strong, because every time if you have Fibonacci retracement, for example, which is lined up with some kind of a moving average, with some kind of a trend line as a level of support, that level of support is very strong because everybody is watching it and everybody is trading on that level of support. So we can see here clear bounce from these two, actually three if we include Fibonacci retracement, a level of support. Bearish side of this thing that is going on here is that we broke this level of support here on the daily chart, and also as we can see on the weekly chart, 21 exponential moving average didn't manage to hold, and it is probable that we are going to see pressure from the upside here and from the downside of the level of support here. So this is why I'm calling this as a no trading zone. We need to see where price will go in the next days, because if we do remain below this level of resistance right now, 21 exponential moving average, we are probable that we are going to see this area of trading zone here. Another thing is that this MACD is trying to converging itself in the bearish direction, because here the histogram is showing us that these two moving averages are trying to be more far and far away from each other, which means that the momentum in the price over here is going to change very soon. So we just need to wait and see if it's going to be some kind of a fake out, or are we going to see lower pushing price lower on this level of MACD. For now, we do have more bullish things than bearish, but we will need to wait in order to see where price is going to go, because this zone, as I told you, it is no trading zone. And now let's jump into some news and fundamentals, what is going on in the blockchain and the Bitcoin price. And we're going to be quick just to remind you how this space is powerful and where is heading in the future. And now let's jump into it. So starting from the blockchain, Volvo adopts Oracle's blockchain for its supply chain. Here's why. We're going to read just this statement here. Volvo is ensuring that their supplies of cobalt are clear and safe from unethical issues by tracing raw materials on the Oracle blockchain. We've been working with Volvo since this summer to implement a material tracing application that captures data relevant to different points in the manufacturing process. So why are we reading the blockchain technology news when we are talking about cryptocurrency prices? Because many other people that actually sees what blockchain is doing are probably going to, for example, search Bitcoin, blockchain, relate to that and start investing in the cryptocurrency, which means that we are going to see new people because of all of these news which are happening 24/7 non-stop, and we are reading only just one part of it in order for you to see what is going on in this space. Let's go into the next one. China's state-run media, Bitcoin is blockchain's first success. This article is very interesting to read, so make sure you do. But we are going to read maybe some of it. The official Chinese state-run Xi'an news agency has published a report recognizing Bitcoin as the first successful application of blockchain technology. So we are going to read what she actually said. She also emphasized the volatility of Bitcoin as a currency that is not backed by a centralized sovereign power, as distinct from a national fiat currencies. However, the article is notably free of hyperbole or demonization, prompting some readers to propose that the coverage represents the first time Bitcoin got such positive exposure from the Chinese government. And guys, I do agree, and I hope you do. Let me know in the comment section down below. In past few days, Bitcoin is heading, actually weeks, is getting pretty much good exposure from the China's government in the both ways if we talk about blockchain and the currencies itself. And my favorite, most interesting news, Argentina sets new trading record after central bank bans Bitcoin buys. Okay, I'm just going to discuss and comment on this because look at this. After central bank bans Bitcoin buys. I'm going to repeat one more time. After central bank bans Bitcoin buys. What you need to understand is that the governments can't and don't want to actually ban Bitcoin from buying or trading in any kind of way, because we all know whenever government bans something, forbid something to the people or whatever, people are going to find a way to do that thing even more. So this is the pure proof why is that going on. Argentina's central bank accidentally increases Bitcoin popularity, as we can see here on the chart, all-time highs of the trading of the Bitcoin volume in the Argentina. The statistics cover peer-to-peer platform local Bitcoins, which despite increasing user identification demands continues to see patronage in the two troubled economies. Petro, everything Bitcoin stands against. Venezuelans, meanwhile, continues to hit out at their regime state-backed cryptocurrency Petro, introduced on a semi-mandatory basis last year. Printing physical worthless money is expensive and has challenging logistics. This is why Venezuela is going Petro. The Venezuela's Petro is everything Bitcoin stands against. So as you can see, Bitcoin is saving some people in those countries, and this is pretty much very interesting and positive news to see in the Bitcoin space. And I guess it's going to, I actually know that it's going to increase even more in the future, and we're going to see much higher volume in this and every other countries, but need exposure in order to see those prices and volume in the space. Because as we can see here, if we switch on the weekly chart here, we are still low with the volume. See, very low volume here, and it's probably we do not have even half of billion of dollars in volume per 24 hours right now in the Bitcoin space. So we still have enough time to pump this, to buy Bitcoin, to stack our bags and just wait for the moon. Good times are ahead of us, and I hope you will not miss them. And thank you very much for watching. Please do let me know in the comment section down below what do you think about all of this. Hit that like and subscribe button in order not to miss any of our videos, and until the next video, happy trading and goodbye.